NYMD podcast. Got a whole show to do. Coming at you like Mike Tyson's Punch Out.
Yeah. Oh man.
Welcome to the NYMD podcast. Kevin Hurt, Brian Sherrod on a Sunday morning for you. Thank you for everybody who likes and subscribes here on StreamYard on YouTube or on Facebook, IG, and Twitter. We're also on Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Spreaker, and Stitcher apps. Where you find podcasts, you will find the NYMD podcast. The reason I'm going through everything so fast is because got a lot of show to do, and we are no Glass Joes here. So we're going to stand strong and go through this whole show that we got to go for you because we got a lot to talk about. So, B, what's going on, homie?
Yeah, man. Chilling, man. Chilling.
How about the Mo's, man? How about the Mo's, son?
Oh, we're gonna get to that.
Son. Those
O's
on the West Coast.
we're definitely gonna get to that, brother.
They on the West Coast trip, son.
Yeah.
So,
They lost 3 out of 4 to Oakland, but
well, of course, because Oakland. But I just think that's karma. That's all I think that is. All those years of you talking. I bet you during that time, y'all probably got a losing record.
I think you're right. I think you're right, actually.
This comes back all over again.
Man, but we definitely gonna talk about this road trip, man. But well, man, what do you want to hit up first, man? We got a lot to cover.
Speaking of hit, let's talk about Mike Tyson.
Oh my!
I mean, God. That thing. Then this is where media tries to drive you to click stuff. It's where media tries to drive a narrative. It's where media tries to, give you one side of the story with their headline. And headlines to me are dangerous because headlines, no matter what, try to assume fault without backing anything up with fact. Right? All you saw is Mike Tyson in an altercation. All you thinking is, oh, Lord Jesus does a fire.
Yeah.
Mike Tyson assaults somebody. Mike Tyson punches somebody on play. That's all you see until you see the guy on there deserve to get his butt whooped.
Yo, that dude was asking for it, Joe.
It's like, I don't know. Let me go to the zoo. Then you know what I'm going to do? Go to the zoo. I'm going to go to the zoo. I'm going to hang outside the tiger cage with, I don't know, a meat tie. And I'm going to just sit there and dance and antagonize this lion through the bars until he gets close enough where he could yank my butt in there.
Right.
Why would you do that?
What? Why are you
on a plane? Not only that, it's confined quarters.
Right. It
wasn't like at an airport where he could get away from you, or at a hotel where he's like, you know what? I'm just taking this elevator. I'm out. He can't go anywhere.
Right. And the dude was constantly saying stuff, yo. And Mike was just sitting there chilling. He was crying. Yo, he was crying, yo.
Dude, I would have punched the guy. I'm way before Mike did. Mike showed a lot of patience.
Yeah. A lot of patience, a lot of restraint, but he just couldn't take it no more. Like, if you're on a plane and someone is being that obnoxious and annoying, like, I don't know, like you said, I don't know how much I could take, yo. I don't know. And he's just supposed to sit there and let this dude keep berating him and annoying him. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. All I know is, like you said, like you made reference to earlier, yo, Mike made that dude look like Glass Joe. I mean, period. And he lost it. He just couldn't take it anymore, man. But I don't blame him. Yo, it was funny when I put on the video, like you said, I was just like, oh, man, what did Mike do? But, I felt bad for him. I felt bad for him after watching it.
Who, Mike?
So that dude had. I'm sorry, that dude had it coming. Sorry, you can't. Dude, you can't just be a jerk, yo. You can't just be a
But
jerk.
there's no reason. There's no reason. And supposedly this guy, Melvin Townsend III, is a habitual felony offender.
Oh, really?
As of 2019, he received a 25-year sentence for grand theft, according to Yahoo, but I guess he got out. He has a lengthy criminal history.
Mm.
And of course, he's going to hire a lawyer, which I think he did already.
Yeah, I don't blame him. I mean,
I blame him. It's his fault.
Yeah. I mean, you got your face beat in by Mike Tyson. So, of course, you're going to try to sue the man. So.
This said, according to witness reports, which all the witness reports support Tyson, by the way.
Oh,
There's
really?
not one that supports that guy.
Okay.
It said, according to witness reports, the interaction between the two started amicably with Tyson agreeing to take a picture with the fan.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So then what happened?
I said the man started goofing off, whispering into Tyson's ear, reportedly throwing a water bottle at him. A water bottle, dude. What is this, Yankee Stadium?
Right. We're going to get to that.
I mean, throwing stuff at people. What's wrong with you? And said the taunts apparently irritated Tyson, which would irritate everybody. It said next thing the witness noticed was the heavyweight champion teeing off on the belligerent passenger. Yeah. And luckily he was Mike Tyson was holding back. How do I know Mike Tyson was holding back? That dude was still conscious. The fact that he could sit there and talk afterwards is the fact that Mike Tyson was holding back. Mike Tyson wasn't holding back. We wouldn't be talking about the victim hiring a lawyer. We would be talking about the victim in the hospital and can't talk.
Right.
Period. It's Mike Tyson. It's like fighting. It's like an MMA fighter. He's a boxing champion. It's like fighting anybody who's skilled in combat sports. And he's holding back.
Yeah, I just don't know why you want to mess with this dude. Like, if anything, I'd be like, oh, smack, I'm on a plane with Mike Tyson. That's pretty cool. But you want to mess with this guy? Like, come on, dude. So yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
And the guy, already got a lawyer. Lawyer said our client is a big Mike Tyson fan. When Mike Tyson boarded the plane, he became overly excited. At first, their interaction was cordial. Then at a certain point, Mr. Tyson clearly became agitated by an overly excited fan and began to strike him in an excessive manner. Get the out of here.
Yeah, I think I'm on the side of Mike on this one. I'm sorry.
I'm so on Mike's side, yo. And there's not too many. And we're in a day and age where I honestly feel like I'm a little bit tired of. I'm tired of fans. I really am. And right. I know we've talked about this before in their behavior. And I know people get on, people, even with, because I've heard it, I've seen it when you go to different places, people talking about people's parents. And I know basketball players seem to be, as they say, overly sensitive to some of the criticism than they were back in the day. Back in the day, there was less laws of you going up there confronting people. You know what I mean? Right. Now there's, I think fans take it too far. I'm not saying I blame that. I'm not saying the athletes shouldn't show restraint, but I'm a little bit tired of the fact that because you earn a certain amount of money means you're supposed to behave a certain way.
Right.
Why don't you behave a certain way when you're there? I could boo anybody, but if any Brave comes up to bat and something happened to them, I'm not going to use that. It's something bad. I'm not going to use that while they're up at bat to distract them. That's just low class. But if I did sit there and was like, oh, your mama stinks and something or whatever, or mom just passed away or something like that, then if he came over to me, what am I going to, you know what I'm saying? And in basketball, you right on the court or you right there. And people are always trying to get under people's skin. But there's different ways to do it. But they try to get so personal. And people nowadays, who knows? People talking about people's kids, all types of stuff. Like knowing us, you talk about our family, especially specifically spouses and kids. I'm coming after you. Period. There is no end of. I don't care how much I'm making. I remember they got on LeBron one day for getting a fan out, whatever. I don't know what that fan was saying, but that fan, everything's more public now. That fan could have been talking about his mom.
Right.
And regardless of whatever you know about his mom, that's his mom.
And they kicked the fan out, right?
Yeah, they kicked him out.
So obviously they agreed with LeBron. So
yeah, but in some cases, what if they go what if he decided to go over there and go after the dude? Then he'd be wrong. So he's doing, to me, they're showing restraint by letting somebody know. But of course, this shows LeBron as a weakness. He can't handle, the taunting or whatever. People can handle taunting. You suck. You're terrible. Players can handle that. Booing, oh, get out of here. You suck. Go home. That's taunting. That's being bad. Your mother's this. Your son is this. Your daddy's this. That's not taunting. That's trying to provoke somebody to whoop your ass.
Right.
That's just me.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit tired of everybody giving excuses to these fans who are doing these sort of things.
Right.
Because, I really do.
Right. Because why do these fans think they have the right to to act in a certain way or to
personally attack people?
Right. I mean,
you're not doing that. You're not doing that if you're not at the game. You're not doing that if you're not at the game.
Right.
You're not doing that unless you feel protected. Period.
Right. Well, I think this is a good time to talk about what happened in the Yankees versus the Guardians game, man, because that was ridiculous. This kind of leads into that whole situation. Where the Yankees were playing the Guardians. The Guardians were up in the ninth inning. Yankees coming back. It's 2 outs. I forgot who was up to play. I think it was Gleyber. No, it wasn't Gleyber Torres. I forgot who hit the ball.
Yeah, it was Gleyber.
I thought Gleyber made the game-winning hit, but
yeah.
I forgot who got the hit.
Isaiah Kinner and Khalifa or whatever.
Oh, okay. He hit it to left field. The guy missed the ball, ran into the wall.
Yeah.
And they scored the tying run. But what happened was him in the outfield, I forgot who the other somebody named Straw, I think.
Yeah,
Miles
Straw.
Because the fans were cheering that the guy got hurt. And he was, they were visibly upset. And the guy climbed the wall and was talking to the fan, was pointing at the fan and talking to him. Like, he was pretty much saying, like, don't do that. Like, my man is hurt. If you want to cheer for your team tying up the game, that's fine, but don't cheer because my man is hurt. You know what I mean? Like, who does that, Joe?
And the dude climbed the fence.
Yeah.
To talk to the dude, and of course another fan was flipping him off.
Right.
And cursing him. Then they started throwing stuff.
Yeah. Well, when Gleyber Torres came up and got the game-winning hit, that same outfielder went for the ball. Then he started throwing water bottles and stuff at him.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous. And there was at one point like a water bottle hit the umpire. Aaron Judge and Gleyber Torres had to run out to the outfield to tell him stop.
Yeah, they didn't even celebrate. They went out there to tell him to stop.
Yeah, dude, like what is going on?
And like Miles Straw said, this is brutal. The worst fan base on the planet, which I disagree with. You there? Or is that me or you?
Oh, having issues right now.
All right, so that is you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. I don't know.
You never look so good, by the way.
Oh, gee, thanks.
No, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. You're on your way back. Yeah, there you go, brother. Yeah, no.
But yeah, man, it was just not cool, man. It was not cool.
So listen. And again, too much liquor, too much bravado. I feel like And this is one of the reasons why I don't like going to games. Because there's people, I mean, don't get me wrong, I've besides on the train coming back from, an Orioles game, it's these people ruin things for you. These people will take things to a whole different level. Or even the guy who was at the Honduras USA game years ago that I took my daughter and my son to. People want to try to ruin an experience for somebody else. People want to act brave. Confront that dude face to face. See what happens. There's no need for that. That's not. Again, there's only a certain section of fans in every stadium. In every stadium, it's not the whole stadium. It's always certain sections that are overserved or come to the game already overserved, and they just keep going. But honestly, those fans, whoever they go to and you need to have severe penalties. Tickets, if season tickets gone, banned for life. Done.
Yep.
I can't. It's really, you really have to send a message. Banned for life, gone. Like I said, I understood what happened for our test, but you're literally throwing something at this guy, hit him in the face, and don't expect him to come up and start whooping. He got the wrong guy.
Right.
But expect it. I mean, I'm not. Why would I throw something on the field of play unless it's a actual, I feel like my player is getting hurt and I feel like I need to defend him. Not with some guy laying on a table or some outfielder trying to get a ball. Why are you throwing stuff out there? I mean, soccer fans do it all the time. So it's not like it's just, just baseball or football or whatever. It happens in all sports. I'm at the point where I'm just done. I'm done. Like, they just need to go and not come back.
Yeah.
Because they make the game horrible.
Yeah, I agree, man. It's just no place for it, man. And it's just no place for it, man. I was watching that, man. I couldn't believe what I was watching. I mean, I could because they're Yankees fans, but like, come on, man, y'all just won. Like, stop being jerks. But whatever.
Yeah, I mean, but it's what most Yankee fans are.
Yeah, exactly.
So obviously, didn't happen, at Citi Field because we don't do that sort of stuff. So speaking of baseball, your O's last night. Oh, Conforto had shoulder surgery. God, shoulder surgery.
Really?
Hard to, I was wondering why he's still a free agent. I say he just has, so he's not 100% healthy. All right. So anyway, your O's had a good win on the West Coast last night, beating Angels.
Yeah, man. We faced a good friend of yours.
Yeah, Thor, and his trailer came out recently too.
Oh yeah. What'd you think of that, real quick?
Dude, I love anytime you put in Guns N' Roses, "Sweet Child of Mine," I'm in.
Yeah, that was.
I don't even know what else happened. I really don't remember. I just remember "Sweet Child of Mine." Him working on the giant chains. I'm in. I'm sold. I'm there.
What did his hat say? Did it say "Strongest Avenger" or something? Like
yeah. It's going to be funny. It's got the Guardians in it.
Yeah.
Too. So yeah, I'm all in for this movie.
Yeah, man.
I'm all in for Marvel. Period. That's just me.
Yeah, exactly. No, man, but the Orioles, yeah, man, this is 2 in a row against the Angels, and your favorite player didn't go yard not once, but twice last night against the Orioles.
I heard.
Yeah. The guy
who I saw at Walmart. On the display. I was so happy to see him. Don't get me wrong, I'm happy for him. And I really have nothing against him. I just have an issue with the fact that he's not as, I know he's not a quarterback in the NFL. So I know he's, no one ever gets to shine more than a quarterback in the NFL. But it seems like we're a little shaky on audio. Do you see me well?
Yeah.
Okay. So Anyway, we're not getting to this. I'm happy for him. I'm just kind of mad baseball, who loves this guy, isn't pushing him to the masses more, and him not being at the status that I guess he should be as compared to how they talk about him.
Yeah.
That's all. Yeah. You know what I mean? But good for him last night.
It's crazy. I'm up here texting you, talk about he hitting home runs. Like I'm happy about this. You know what I'm saying?
It's against your team.
Right. It's against my team. And I'm just like,
so funny.
I shouldn't be bragging that this dude just hit a home run.
Yo, hurt 2 home runs. Yeah. Oh, wait, hold on. That was against us.
So, and I'm scared. And I don't want to say anything bad against Ohtani because he's had no hits. He's hit 2 double plays, at least 3 strikeouts against us this weekend. So thank goodness he hasn't hurt us. But that's why I don't really want to speak too badly about him because he could go off today. So no, but here's the crazy thing: Orioles are 6-9 right now. They're in last place, but you know they're only 3 games below 500. The Orioles, believe it or not, have some of the best pitching in baseball right now. I mean, especially in the bullpen. Their bullpen is off the charts.
You just lost a starter for Tommy John, didn't you?
Yeah, I was just about to say. Unfortunately, we lost our best pitcher, John Means. He needs to have Tommy John surgery. That sucks. That sucks, man. So we won't see him for another year or 2 years or so. So it is what it is. But I'm happy, man. The Orioles, they can't hit worth a lick, especially with runners in scoring position. Even though for whatever reason they're doing so against the Angels this weekend, but man, 6-9, and they've already had 3 shutouts.
Nice.
Yeah, I think they shut out the A's, they shut out the Yankees, and I think the Brewers, man. So, and they played pretty good teams. I mean, they played the Brewers, first place team. They played the Yankees, first, second place type of team, and they played the Rays. So they've played good teams. So honestly, I like what they're doing right now, man. I'm hoping they can come out with a sweep today. That'd be pretty cool.
Oh, good. That would be good. Get them closer to 500.
Yeah.
But let's talk about the best team in baseball, an only 11-win team in all of baseball, and of course, can only be talking about my New York Mets.
Wow, I did not know that.
Yes. 11-5.
Okay.
Best record in the MLB.
All right.
Doing well. Max Scherzer only has 3 wins. We have, and mind you, our ace isn't even back yet. DeGrom's not even back. We're taking our time with him, and obviously we're doing okay. So we're going to give him all the time he needs to come back and get stronger. We did lose to the Diamondbacks last night, but we've been beating them left and right. We don't care. We took 3 out of 4 from the Dodgers. I mean, Giants. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Giants, Dodgers.
That's still good.
Yeah, that's still. Listen, wins are wins. You play who's on your schedule, as they said. You play who's on your schedule. I think. Hold on, I gotta see when our next series is, since we're on the West Coast, so we may be playing them soon. No, then we go to St. Louis. So, Arizona to St. Louis. That makes sense. Whatever. Then we're home. Then Philly, Washington, Seattle. Oh, we got Seattle this year. All right, we don't play the Dodgers until June.
Okay.
4 games at LA. Jeez. Oh, and we play the Angels.
Oh.
So we go to LA, then San Diego, then back to LA.
Okay. There you go.
We play Houston this year. Oh, there we go. Houston and Texas. All right, so those are okay. Well, so far.
No Baltimore this year, though. Man.
Yeah, I know, which is that's absurd in my mind. But my Mets are doing well. I'm happy, 11-5, and I just want them to keep rolling. So just good, good baseball going on. Good baseball going on. So speaking of things going on, we got to talk about the NBA playoffs. Now, I don't know if you've been keeping track, but there's one series that I'm overly excited about.
Okay.
There's a series I could care less about. There's a series I'm really, really liking. to watch. There's a series I don't want to watch anymore. So it's a little bit of everything.
Okay.
So let me talk about the series I'm happiest about first.
Okay.
That would be the Boston Celtics, the Brooklyn.
I knew that was coming. So I watched yesterday's game, but I didn't watch the last quarter. So what happened?
Well, what happened was the Celtics closed them out as far as the quarter goes, the fourth quarter out. And I mean, they dominated the game. That KD has not played well at all, honestly.
Yeah, I was watching that game and like in the what was it? Right before halftime, he only had like 5 points or something like that. I was like, what the heck is going on?
Yeah, KD was 6 of 11.
He only had 11 shots?
Only had 11 shots, 16 points. Because they're double teaming him. They are going after him. And he's not comfortable. Their leading scorer, I think, was Bryce Brown or whatever.
Yeah, Bryce Brown. Yeah, he had
26. Kyrie was 6 of 17, 0 for 7 on threes. He had 16 points. So I mean, the only person that came on the bench that kind of had Claxton had a good game, but Blake hasn't played. He came in and hit like 2 3-pointers in a row.
Wow.
And had them going. He was 2 for 4. He had 8 points. So he was I still don't understand why Andre Drummond's there, but whatever. Just me. He had 2 points, but I guess he's there to play defense, kind of, or just being away. But I'm not. Again, it's still a long way to go. You got to win 4 to win the series. They have 3 already. Never rooted for Boston for my life. Never in my life have I rooted for the city of Boston, other than when they had Boston Marathon.
And to be the New York team at that. Hey man, it's still New York, man.
They came from New Jersey. The Nets I grew up with wore cloud jerseys and played in the Meadowlands. Okay, so that's the New Jersey, the Derek Coleman Nets, the Kenny Anderson Nets that I know of. Jason Kidd Nets, not these guys. This isn't Biggie's team. Okay. When Biggie was alive, they're in New Jersey.
Yes, that is true.
So I guess I get tired of. I always feel like there's a disrespect in sports when it comes to how people want to elevate everybody over LeBron. And if you say LeBron is second to Michael, I actually don't have an issue with that. I just have an issue. No, I don't have an issue.
Yeah, I was about to say you shouldn't have an issue with that.
Well, no, I could if I wanted to.
Give me a freaking break. Okay, I'm sorry.
Again, knowing where you come from, don't go there. Okay.
Yeah, that's not.
You shouldn't have a whole because you sound like the rest of these people who I fight every week. The only thing like I said, I give you credit for as a fan, and which is why I appreciate you, which is why we had the show, and which is why we don't fight a lot on the show, is that you're more of a realistic fan, and you've come to appreciate things as time has gone along.
Yes, and I'll admit if I was wrong with something.
Yeah, but most people. Excuse me. You said Matt Stafford. With his commercial, with his great commercial.
And the thing is, I keep seeing that commercial during the NBA playoffs, and I'm just like, how can I not like the commercial?
It's so good.
It's like I can't not like it.
Even though you spent 12 years there and you love it, it's like the best place you've ever been. Some player is life changing, but you never forget those 12 years. Yes. Ding.
And I feel like he's winking right at me. I feel like when I watch that commercial, he gives the wink. He's looking right at me.
Yeah,
like
he is actually. I see it. He's looking some other direction. It has to be towards your house.
Yeah,
he's not looking right at me when he does it. So.
Oh man, no. But anyway, I'm
sorry. And that commercial, I feel like comes out more than any other commercial. At least they don't show the Coach K commercials anymore. So you have to wait. It's KD. No one's saying KD isn't great. No one's saying Kyrie isn't great. But what has KD done without being on Golden State? And what has Kyrie done without LeBron? I what's I think I'm probably scrambled. You're probably scrambled. Yep, we're back to the faceless Brian. Can you hear me? No, I can't even hear you. So that's the weird thing. So I never rooted for Boston. I'm rooting for Boston now because I don't understand. I don't understand and Brooklyn is a team that NBA title favorites. And they could, I'm saying, I mean, they're probably winning a game. They're playing at home. They're probably winning a game at home, but you know, down 3-0, I think some of it has to do with maybe expectations, maybe just how the team is built. They can't make Kyrie did play this season, so it's not like he was hurt. You can't blame it on Ben Simmons. He just got there. So why are they losing? What is the issue that they're having? That they're struggling so bad? Is it, do they not match up well against Boston? Because everybody just had Brooklyn beating Boston. And I don't understand why. Like, Jason Tatum, who had 39 points this game, is a beast. He's just as good as other players in this series. And maybe you don't put him ahead of KD per se, but he's owning this series. He's making this series his own. And this is what happens. So, are you back with us?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm having connection issues for whatever reason. I keep losing connection. I don't know why, but
yeah. I mean, everything's seems a little bit spotty because even my video seems a little slower than normal.
Okay, yeah. Well, hopefully this should be the last week of this. You know what I'm saying? So,
hey, listen, we gotta do what we gotta do. So
yeah,
it is not a problemo, home slizzle.
Nah, but I know what you mean though. To me, you can't the KD LeBron comparison. First of all, to me, I'm still of course I'm putting LeBron over KD. What? Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the Nets. The Nets are just weird, man. I don't know what's going on with them, man.
Yep.
Yeah, but look, I'm like you. I don't want to see them. I think I predicted them to win the series, but I don't want to see them move on. I'm not a fan of the Nets. So I'm glad they're losing right now.
They're in, yeah.
Say what?
Say that they're in the situation that they're in.
Yeah, I have no problem with that. No problem with that. So what is the other series? I know you classified the other series.
Yeah, well, the other series that I really do enjoy is Memphis and Minnesota.
All right, that's what I was going to say. That's the one I really like, man.
Yeah,
I like the two dads being there.
Yeah, the two dads in the bed. Anything with Patrick Beverly, because I cannot stand Patrick Beverly. Gets me going. I mean, this game was close. 119-118 Timberwolves, who last game lost a 26-point lead. And the Grizzlies came back on them in Minnesota. So this game, Cat came out, Karl-Anthony Towns came out on fire. A little bit annoying. Maybe Patrick Beverly's rubbing off on him. But I'm definitely rooting for Memphis in this one.
Yeah, same here.
But it's been a great series. I enjoy watching it. It's got me as hooked as the Boston Nets series. Now, just to go back to Boston real quick for everybody from New York, I'm only rooting for Boston for this series. After that, on so
exactly.
Yeah, I'm just I can't go full tilt on Boston. It's not, but I can't do Brooklyn. I just anyway. But Memphis, John Morant, Grizzles, Cat. I enjoy. I'm just enjoying the series. Are you faceless again?
Yeah.
I think I like it better with just like the Oh, there you go. With like the no face, and it's just like it's almost like Soundwave or something from Transformers.
Yeah.
So like, or Wheeljack, or like Wheeljack. So yeah, I'm enjoying this series. So I'm really excited about the series that I could care less about.
Is Atlanta?
No, I care about them because I want Atlanta to lose.
Yeah,
So I'm not a fan of Trae Young. Trae and I are not friends and will never will be. I have nothing against him. Oh, Wheeljack is back. But that series I am interested in, and I will watch that one because that I still don't know how they lost that last game, letting them drive down the lane, taking 2 bad shots by Jimmy Butler at the end at closing series for that game. I didn't understand what they were trying to do. I think that was just bad all the way around. So I am excited and am enjoying that series. Phoenix at the Pelicans. I'm watching it. Is it great? Not really. Devin Booker's out. He's hurt. He's out for 2 weeks with a little knee injury. Oh, hamstring. Hamstring. He's out for 2 weeks. So Chris Paul picked up the scoring last night, and they won 114-111 over the Pelicans. So it's 2-1 in that series. That series is okay. Are you with me?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. Milwaukee and the Bulls, of course, I never will like the Bulls. I don't care who they got on there. So I want Milwaukee. Milwaukee took this one the other night, won by 30. So but then Chris Middleton's out for 2 weeks with a knee injury. I think he had an MCL.
Oh shoot, I missed that.
Yeah. So they're up 2-1. This series is okay. I just love watching Giannis, so I'm fine with Giannis.
Right.
That's good. Miami. The series I could care less about. Well, I'm still not. Well, I still have Philadelphia, Toronto. Could care less.
Really?
I don't even know who's on Toronto anymore. Honestly,
besides
FVV.
We got Van Vliet.
Yeah, they're not. I mean, they won the last game, and Embiid's banged up, but the games have kind of been not really close. Toronto did pull off this last one at home the other day, but Philadelphia's got this series.
Yeah, but how do you think this Embiid injury is going to affect their playoff situation going?
I mean, it depends on how bad it is. I know it's a thumb. I believe it may be on the shooting hand. We have to see. I mean, the dude had that fadeaway 3-pointer to win the game the other day in Game 3. So if he's banged up, it'll hurt him, but it's not going to hurt him in this series. They're going to win this series. It's just will it hurt him going forward?
Yeah, and apparently the injury is not going to can't get any worse from what I heard.
So we got to see. I'm not sure how it fully, truly affects it.
Yeah.
The other series that I could kind of not care about, and again, I feel bad because it's Utah's involved, but Dallas, Utah.
That's my number one, yo. I could care less about that. I have not watched. I think I watched maybe 10 minutes of that of a game. I just don't care.
10 minutes more than I have of the whole series.
Yeah, I just don't care.
And it's been good. I mean, Jazz won the first one, won this last one to make it 2-2. I just can't watch it. I don't know why. Listen, I love Spider Mitchell. I think Doncic is finally back. I think he played in Game 3. But, Gobert and Mitchell, they were down in this series. They lost. They were down 2-1, but they came back to win last night. But I don't know. I could care less.
I'm with you on that one, man.
And then the other one that I could care less about, I would have to say, is the one that's probably going to be over with as soon as we can, and that's Golden State Denver. This it almost is like this series is too easy for them. It's Jokic has tried and he's tried, but every year they get into the playoffs, they have lost people. Their point guard out for the series. One of their other players, who I can't remember his name for some reason, I think he's out for the series. So it's just Jokic. It's just him by himself, and that's not going to work. Not against a team that has Steph Curry coming off the bench. He's coming off the bench so they can just kind of steadily get him back from his knee injury, his ankle injury. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
So then he comes off the bench, scores 34 in 23 minutes. What are you going to do? That series I could kill. That series is over for me.
Yeah.
It's done. It's kaput. Denver 1-2-3 Cancun. So
what about Phoenix? What about that series?
Maybe you faded out on it. I was talking about that.
Oh, okay. I missed. Yeah.
I was saying Booker's out with a hamstring injury for 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's
Chris Paul picked up the scoring for that win last night against the Pelicans. Pelicans are, fun to watch, even though they're missing one of their big players who everybody forgets about because he hasn't really played, but he's over there in street clothes. So I'm glad he's over there supporting his team. I don't know what future that dude has in the NBA at this point, but
yeah,
I know Zion's over there in street clothes, chilling with his team. But Phoenix should still win this series even without Booker. But the Pelicans are putting up a fight, so I'll give them that.
Yeah, man, they're playing them tough, man.
Yeah, they have a feisty team. So, but it's also a series that I'm like, comes on late. I'm okay. If I don't see it, I don't see it. So it's one of those. It is what it is. I feel like I'm missing. Did I miss Chicago?
Yeah, we talked about that. Excuse me.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we did. Yeah.
So, are you enjoying the playoffs?
Oh, I love it. I mean, we are sitting here, the family and I. When the games come on, we're watching the games. We're paying attention. But certain games, I'm not going to watch. Like I will watch Golden State because it's fun to watch them. When Clay and Poole, especially Poole, where the hell Poole come from?
Yo.
I mean, watching Poole and Clay and just how they just move and work well as a team together. It's fun to watch. It's fun to watch. Again, I know I always get on Steph because, he's Steph. And then, I never seen a team where people can just shoot.
Yeah.
I mean, literally just shoot. And I keep saying to myself, like last year, they didn't have Clay, and they struggled. The team struggled. And I think what's his face was hurt for a little bit too, Draymond. So even with just Steph, they struggled. But, Poole this year has stepped up. And that team is on fire. So, but they are definitely fun to watch.
Yeah, I don't really watch too much NBA during the regular season because I wait for the playoffs. And I don't think they've disappointed, man. They have not disappointed.
Yeah. So I have really enjoyed what's been going on in the NBA playoffs. Like I said, I can't complain, especially the Celtics Brooklyn series. I just don't get people, and it's not just people, just pundits or whoever. Especially this is a season where Kyrie wasn't playing certain parts of because he couldn't play at home or whatever. But again, they're going to just anoint this team as, this team's going to the finals. They haven't. They've been together, but what makes you like when OKC went to the finals that one year, and they had Russ and they had Harden coming off the bench. Speaking of Harden, what's happening? I don't even know what he's been doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I swear, like he's like disappeared in Philly. It's like Joel Embiid, Ben Franklin, then Harden. Like people don't even know what's going on with him.
Like Harden used to be one of the most feared offensive players in the league, and now not that he's an afterthought, but
I would just think he's not always been an afterthought. I'm not saying that, but you know how I always felt about Harden anyway.
Right.
I just feel like it's finally coming back around. That's all. It's just coming back around. I just always felt like he could score, but that's it. I'm not saying like Steph can't, but I feel like Steph is going to put a dagger in you
Right.
where I feel like Harden is limited, even though he can. If he doesn't get a foul call, I don't feel like he can't do anything else.
Right.
That's just not saying that his step back 3-step 3-pointers don't work, but he's also not hitting stuff from a logo.
Right.
On a consistent basis where you got to guard Steph literally as soon as he crosses that line, or else that ball's going in, period.
Yeah.
Or he can pass it to Clay, and Clay can shoot it. Or he can pass it to Poole, and Poole can shoot it. You know what I mean?
Right. And it's like when Harden gets to the playoffs, nobody's scared of him because he just doesn't perform.
No, not at all. You don't fear him. You fear Embiid. That's why Embiid's the man on that team. You fear him. You don't fear Harden. Harden knew he'd be third on that team in Brooklyn. I mean, they might need him now, but it's just the narrative. I just don't understand where people want to elevate these things, because seeing Kyrie again, wait till I haven't seen Kyrie do anything. You remember, what did he do in Boston? Anybody remember?
No, he was hurt.
He was hurt. But when he wasn't hurt and he did play, what did he do?
Nothing.
KD left Golden State. What is he? Where'd they go? They've had good. Don't get me wrong. They've played good games. They had playing games. I think they lost to Milwaukee last season. But why not respect Milwaukee? The defending champions. No, we're going to put Brooklyn ahead of them. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like they have an MVP, a reigning 2-time MVP. Not reigning, Jokic won it last year. Jokic. But still, they have the last guy who won before Jokic, who could be the MVP this year, him or Embiid or whoever. So, I don't know. I just think people just see, KD can't be stopped. KD can be stopped. People can be stopped. Everybody can be stopped. It's just how much are you going to commit to them, and then how much are their other teammates going to help too. Kyrie was 9-17, 0 for 7 on 3-pointers. He struggled. And Kyrie has never been a guy who could put a team on his back by himself. Yes, he can sit there and get to the basket, and if you have shooters and stuff, Kyrie's like one of the best dribblers in the game, period. And his mid-range jumper is great, but are you gonna, think of Kyrie as like, okay, Kyrie, we need you to get 50 this game. That's not always going to happen, especially if you put a defender on him, like a really good defender. So
yeah, Kyrie. I mean, history has shown that he can't be the man. He just can't, yo. He was the man before LeBron got to Cleveland, did nothing. He got traded to Boston, was the man, did nothing. Went to the Nets. Even before KD got there, right? Or no, they got there at the same time KD was hurt. He's done nothing. I mean, he's not a number one. I mean, for as great as he is, and for as talented as he is, he's just not. He can't carry a team by himself. He just can't.
All true. True indeed. So
yeah.
But I got a little bit of surprise for you, something that you will not expect, something that you did not think of, something that I thought of, and I'm going to ask you right now.
Okay.
Are you ready
for
the NFL draft?
See, darn it. You beat me to it. That was going to be my question for you. I purposely didn't say anything when we were.
We both did the same thing. I'm like, I'm just going to go ahead and see what he's going to say.
Yep. Yeah. So my question to you was not, are you ready, but are you excited about the NFL draft next week?
No, not at all.
Hurt?
Huh?
Not either. And you know me. I'm like a draft. I love the draft.
No, you know me. We both are NFL draft junkies in a way.
Yeah.
I have no. It's weird. I feel like I had more of an anticipation for the Masters on a Thursday than I did for this draft on a Thursday. I don't know. I mean, my team is in the top 15. I think we're 11 or something.
Yeah, both of our teams in the top 15 this year.
Yeah, so I feel like we can get an impact player but I'm just like, man, I don't know why. I'm not saying I'm not interested. Maybe as the week gets closer, but I'm really not. I don't know. It's weird. I'm just not there. I'm just not there.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on this year, Hurt. I mean, the Ravens are the 14th pick. We haven't picked that high in so long, man. I should be excited.
And we got 11. So
man,
yeah.
It's just strange, man. I'm not
still impact player.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I haven't normally I'm, looking at mock drafts and trying to figure out some stuff. But I'm just gonna go into the draft, not knowing much about, who's the top pick. Like I don't even know who the expected top pick is. Like normally I pay attention to this stuff, but this year I don't know. I don't know what's going on, man. So
we're gonna play the NFL, the ESPN Draft Challenge, and see. As uneducated as we currently are right now, I want to see how we do.
Okay.
So I'm gonna send this out to everybody, and I want to do the draft challenge because I honestly, Mel Kiper is probably my second favorite human being when it comes to NFL football.
Right.
And obviously he's my favorite person from Baltimore. I mean, that's a given, right? I mean, who's in competition with him? Jada, right? So love me some Mel Kiper, who's also not going to be in attendance in Vegas for the draft because he's unvaccinated, of course. Him and Lamar hanging out together. But I don't know what I don't know what he's come up with. I don't know what he said. I don't know what he's talking about. I know nothing. With Shea, nothing. I have no clue. NFL Network, have no clue. I've literally not followed this at all. I don't know where the first quarterback's going. I don't know who the first quarterback's going to be. I know their names. That's all I know. But, I mean, when the first 5 picks are Jaguars, Lions, Texans, Jets, Giants, Panthers, then Giants again.
Whoa, Giants have 2 top 10 picks?
Yeah. Yeah. Hold on. They are. Well, there's like a little arrow here. I don't know what that means. I guess they swapped. Yeah, I think they have 2 top, and the Jets have 4 and 10.
Damn.
Unless it's a swap thing. I don't know. There's arrows. I don't know what these arrows mean. Hold on a second. It's not working. I don't know what they have, but I don't know if they belong to somebody else or what, but that's what it's saying here. I mean, let me go to teams. Might be easier. But yeah, I'm not yeah, we got a first rounder, we got a second rounder. Let me go to who do I say? The Giants?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It says they have 5 and 7.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, but I had no mock drafts, nothing, man.
Yeah, I'm going into this pretty blind, man. I don't, I have no idea who the Ravens are going to pick. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know.
What do you need? Well, what do you feel like your team needs?
Oh, we need pass rusher. We need offensive line. We need cornerback. I mean,
So your team has needs that they could address.
Yeah.
Okay.
We definitely, but we sorely need a pass rusher.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But I got a feeling they're going to pick a cornerback.
I mean, okay. I mean, but you still need that too as well, right?
Well, for the future, because we still have Marcus Peters and Marlon Humphrey, but Marcus Peters, I think this is his last year. So because it's his last year, I think they might try to, draft a stud corner.
Is his last contract year, or you think he just might retire?
No. This is his last year in the contract. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. Because they're not going. I don't think they're going to re-sign him. I mean, not because of not because of performance, but just because they want to try to get a cheaper contract. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the Ravens love paying, for whatever reason, they love paying cornerbacks. I mean, they spend the most money on defense at that position. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's a stud corner. And like I said, mind you, I don't know I don't know, just because I haven't really been paying too much attention this year. I don't know if there are any stud corners, but if there's a stud corner and all the pass rushes that they were looking at are gone, then I think they're going to go corner.
Okay.
But the Ravens, I mean, they have like a 1, they have like a 2, 2 3s, and 5 4s. So they have a lot of ammo this draft. They may try to move up. What I don't want them to do is move back, and I've been hearing a lot of that. Yeah, they could trade with Kansas City and move down and pick up a 2 and a 1. Like, nah, man, you're at 14. We're rarely ever this high. We better not trade back unless it's like a couple spots. You know what I'm saying? Like if we go, I want to if we stay in the teens and trade back, I'm fine with that. But nah.
Yeah, you don't want to fall down to 29th.
No. We've been there, man. We're there like every year. So we got to take advantage of this opportunity being this high up in the draft. And like I said, we have the draft picks. I mean, we got 4 or 5. I think we have 5 fourth round picks. Like, move some of them and move up a couple spots or something. You know what I mean? Like, so. But we'll see.
All right. So, according to CBS.com, they have you getting Jordan Davis, defensive lineman from Georgia.
Yeah, I wouldn't be too excited about that. I hope that's not the case. Only because
now, I don't know how accurate or how good CBS.com is. That's the first one I came up with. So
yeah, I mean, I know he had a good combine and all that stuff, but I feel like the Ravens are really good at picking out deep defensive tackles, especially in the lower rounds.
Mm-hmm.
So I really don't want them picking a defensive tackle that high. I really hope they don't go that route. I really do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they have us picking, my team, Washington, picking Kyle Hamilton, safety from Notre Dame. He's the best player available at that position. And, of course, we need help in the secondary. I would like to get an offensive lineman somewhere in there. But
yeah,
we'll see. I also would like my owner gone, but that's besides the point. That's just asking all for a lot at the same time.
Yeah. Well, we'll see, man. The draft is almost here. So
yeah. So the Giants do have 2 first rounders, and so did the Jets. So that shows you how bad they both are.
Wow.
So hey, you know what? By that time, the Nets could be there to support both teams, I guess. So all right, let's get into our fun part. Did you enjoy Survivor this past Wednesday?
Well, my girl Chanel went home. I'm sorry to see that, but she kind of ruined her own game. I mean, I knew she was going home pretty soon, so it is what it is. But I'm really enjoying this season. I'm loving the cast, and I think it's going to be really, really, really good, man. From this point on, what did you think of the episode?
Love the episode. They all wanted to get rid of Lindsay.
Huh?
Is it Lindsay or Tori?
Well, they wanted to get rid of Tori, but she won immunity.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Tori. I saw Lindsay's face and I meant to say Tori. They don't want to get rid of Tori, but they did that hard challenge where they got to stand on that beam and put the two sticks into like this Q looking thing that has 2 little holes on the side.
Yeah.
And that dude, that is not even looks. I know how hard that. I don't know personally, but we've seen that game in past, survivors, and that's one of the hardest things to do. So and you will never know. It's normally not the strongest, supposedly physical person. It's whoever can balance the best,
right,
and keep their footing and not move. And that's hard. And you got big feet and you stand. That's hard to move. Some people dropped out early. Some people dropped out beforehand because they wanted food for the tribe.
Yeah. So,
but they were putting themselves in danger. I thought Marianne was like, her name was coming up. So I was like, uh-oh. But yeah, it was fun. The best part though had to be the red paint.
Yo, that was slick, yo. I like that.
Dude, it's like you might be caught red-handed. Like literally had red paint. And then listen, I'm not saying you have a lot of time. You have to check to make sure you get all the red paint off.
Yeah. Go in the ocean.
Yeah, it's like, what do you leave? And I would have been like, oh man, yeah, thank you. And I would have just rolled out.
Yeah.
And I was just like, okay, it's like I don't even know where it's coming from, girl. Thank you, so. But I'm like, oh, it's painting. It's like, no, I don't see any paint on her flags at all. Like,
Yeah.
You got. Listen, I would have just rolled in the sand something.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just and that paint was. I mean, and you didn't really see it happening. So you just kind of stick your hand in there, and the next thing you know, you're like, "What is going on?"
Yeah, that was pretty cool, man. But I must say though, Drea is the richest person in the history of Survivor, dude. She has she has every single advantage you could possibly have, and she has 4 advantages, yo. And
Yeah.
I don't think anybody in history of the game has ever had
But
that many advantages.
Go down either as the best, one of the smartest players, or the worst. Because don't go home having all those in your hand.
Yeah, she better start using them, man.
Yeah, because we're getting down to we're getting to tribal council. Chanel, I think the first person is in tribal council now. So we're down to the nitty and the gritty, man.
Yeah, yep.
So who you still got Mike up there? I think it was Mike you said, or
yeah. Before the season started, I picked high, but I think Mike might win this one, man. You had Drea, right?
I had Drea.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's everybody's doing well. I know Tori, she's still winning, so you keep winning, you stay alive.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I think either Omer or Mike is going to win, but I'm going with Mike.
And Omer's smart too because he's kind of got everybody giving him information.
Yeah, he's playing a great freaking game, man.
So different, but yeah, it's fun. It's definitely fun.
Yeah, man, I'm enjoying this season.
I actually watched the show after it, which was the one with your boy on it, Ray Lewis.
Oh, that show's awful.
And I was like, yeah, all right. This is why. I mean, not this is why, but I was like, I don't care about this at all. It was fun seeing Ray scared of something as he was scared of heights, trying to go rappel down a mountain. I had fun.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that was fun. But yeah, that show. I mean, I know they're doing it for charity and like celebrities. That show doesn't do anything for me.
Yeah, I tried watching it, yo, but I can't, man.
Yeah, but a show that does do something for me is Moon Knight. So, did you see episode 4?
I did.
Oh, okay, what did you think?
I wasn't a fan, honestly. If I'm being honest, this one kind of bored me a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a little slow. They kind of pulled the rug from under us, kind of. Dude, I don't know what the heck is going on anymore, man. I just got to see this next episode.
I kind of have a feeling what was going on, but I totally get where you were coming from. Like, I enjoyed the episode, but I felt like they were trying to do too much. They're trying to make things even more complicated than they need to be in a show that's already complicated.
Right, and we only got 2 more episodes.
And we only got 2 more episodes left. So now you got to uncomplicate the next one, and then you got to have the finale.
Yeah.
So, and obviously between the next 2, you're going to have to get kaiju out.
Right.
So, it was again, it was entertaining. It's always entertaining playing 2 people, but I wasn't like you said the biggest fan of this episode.
Yeah, and maybe part of that too is because there was no, like you said, there was no Moon Knight. So
yeah.
So
and it's weird. It's funny. I enjoyed Steven the first episode, but it's too much Steven. I don't need it.
Oh, I like Steven.
You like Steven? I like Mark. I need more Mark. I need less Steven. But it's cool now. But the one cool thing, it seems like they feel like they need each other.
Yeah.
So I like the fact that he's actually seems to be, in a weird way, coming together as a person.
Yeah.
As one person. So that was pretty cool to see. So.
Yeah, but I'm just looking forward to see where this is going and what's real and what's not real and how this thing's going to resolve. So I'm still loving the show, though. Still
Oh yeah. Oh, definitely. So speaking of what's real, what's not real. Winning time is not real. It is based on events that occurred, but of course fictionalized in a lot of the way. And let me tell you something. There's one person who ain't happy about how he's being portrayed, and he wants an apology.
Well, you sent me that, and I sent you a text right back, and I said, can't blame him.
Poor Jerry, man.
They really are making Jerry West.
There's no person, and it's hard because they've made. I mean, one person basically banging everything that moves around. That's Jerry Buss. The other person banging everything else that moves around. That's Magic. And they're of course, they're the main people in the show. I love the way that they show Kareem now.
Yeah.
And how they show Jerry. Jerry's just the way that they show him like this. Now, again, I haven't really seen Jerry smile in real life. I'm not gonna lie. Even out the championships they won, I'm sure there is a picture of him smiling, but I feel like there's got to be some of that's a little bit true. But it's just so. But yeah, I think an apology for him is definitely warranted because they just portray him. And by the way, he's the only one in there not sitting there banging everything that moves, but he sure is cursing and the most miserable human being I've ever seen on any TV show.
I think the ironic thing is, I think this actually makes me like Jerry West even more. This portrayal of him.
It makes it seem like he has a personality.
Yeah,
I don't know Jerry West. I just know he's the logo. I know even if he try to do interviews, it's almost like he's the Warren Buffett of the NBA, meaning he's from a small town. He's from West Virginia. Warren Buffett's from Omaha. And he went on to have this great success. But I don't really know who Jerry West is besides that. Like, I know he put together the Lakers to win championships, but who is he? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the whole thing. Like, who is he? I don't even know. This made me, like you said, it almost made me care about him more because he cares about winning so much.
Right.
And he cares about the Lakers so much. It's like I kind of appreciate him more.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird. Like, I didn't look at this portrayal of him and think, "Dang, Jerry West sucks." It kind of makes me like it. It kind of makes me like him even more.
It makes it. It doesn't make me. I can see where he would feel like that's not him.
Yeah.
But as far as a fan goes, I feel like I respect him more.
Yeah.
From this than I ever have before in my life.
Exactly.
So
yeah, I'm curious what's going to happen. I wonder if they are going to do an apology and a retraction, but to me, this doesn't take away from Jerry at all.
No, not at all.
Yeah. So I'm still loving the show. We get a new episode tonight. So.
Oh yeah, the show is just so good. But
yes,
I just Magic, man. Good gravy, dude. Just zip it up, man.
I know, man.
Anyway, any closing things you got? Any other entertainment stuff?
Yeah. Well, in the world of entertainment, first of all, let me start off by asking you this: what is my most anticipated movie for this year?
Movie?
Yes.
You did say it. I don't remember.
Spider-Man.
Across the
Spider-Verse.
Yes.
Well, we just got some bad news.
Oh, they pushed it to 2023.
June 7th, 2023.
Dang, that's a big jump.
Oh my gosh. It was supposed to come
far.
Yeah, it was supposed to come out in October. Now it's coming out until June.
Wow. Man, that's a jump.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is the second time because it was originally actually supposed to come out this month, April 8th. Then they pushed it back to October. Now they pushed it back to June. Ugh. So yeah, I'll have to wait another year. More than a year for this movie to come out. So that's okay,
bro. But I get my Multiverse of Madness coming up.
Yeah, man, we get in a couple weeks.
Can't wait. And of course, in July, best month of the year, I get Thor:
Love and Thunder.
Yeah, so I'm glad Marvel's on point. You know, that Sony stuff. But yeah, man, I can't wait. I can't. Now again, one movie that I don't want to see that I think they need to stop making. I'm tired of the Minions. They jumped a shark. They're done.
You said
No
who? The
more.
Minions?
Yeah.
I can't stand those things, yo.
No, I was fine when they did the first two, maybe like with Gru and him. You know, I was fine with that. I can't do it now. It's just too much. It's too much.
Yeah, I don't understand what is the appeal with the Minions.
None. It was okay when they were his minions, but now they want to have their little standalone. That's too much. We're done with it. We're literally done with them. I'm done.
Yeah.
So, and you know what's funny? Last night they advertised Lion King coming on, and when I looked, it said the 1994 Lion King. I was like, oh, okay. Forgot it was on. It was like 8:30ish. I was like, let me go turn the Lion King real quick. Maybe sing a couple songs when they come on.
Yeah.
Or I can't wait to be king, or be prepared, or can you feel the love tonight? Something. I turned in and I was like, wait a second, that's not from '94. I was like, they played that joint from a couple years ago. The one that I never watched.
Oh, you never saw it?
No, I refused to see it.
Why?
I didn't. The '94 one, I only want to see that and the play. That was it. I didn't care. I'm not the biggest Beyonce fan. I was like, oh, I don't want her singing, and I was not a fan of it. But in watching it last night, for some of the parts I was watching, I didn't watch the whole thing, but I was like, it actually wasn't bad.
Yeah, I didn't think it was that bad. I mean, nothing's going to beat the original. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, the original, because I'm so used to those songs and who sang those songs.
Right.
And just, hearing, the new people, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was. So I actually think they did a great job. So, I was holding out for no reason for them, but it was pretty good. So I commend them for it. But yeah, nothing beats the original.
Yeah.
But it was still pretty good. The Scar part, punching his brother in the face and falling down. Some of that whole thing still had the same impact.
Yeah, I know, man. It's
crazy. No. I mean, that whole thing, I was just like, man. Now, it didn't get me like it did in 90. That was different. I was just like, my heart was done.
Yeah, dude, I was the same way. I remember when I first saw the movie. God. I remember I was in Security Square Mall. I saw Lion King.
Yeah, security.
Yeah, dude. When Mufasa died, I was staring at the screen like in disbelief. I could not believe what I just watched, Joe. I couldn't believe.
And then he went over. It's like, Dad, and he just kind of curled up under him, and I was like, oh, I didn't. Run away, Simba. Run away. Then he's like, kill him. I'm like, what? The damn hyenas? And freaking Ed, man. Now, the Ed in this one is not the same because he talks. I don't want this Ed to talk.
Right.
So that ruined that part for me. I was like, he's talking. Excuse me. Yeah, get far away. No. I need Ed. I need Ed. That Ed was my boy.
Yeah. Oh, man.
But yeah, it was good, so I'll give him credit for that. So, all right, NFL draft. I feel like we should do something for the draft. But I'll
yeah, so we're gonna have to talk because I'm not gonna be here this weekend, so I feel like
man, God, everything happened so fast.
Yeah.
We'll talk this week. We'll definitely. You leaving what day?
Say what?
I said we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Well, thank you everybody for tuning in. NYMD Podcast, StreamYard, YouTube, subscribe and like. We really appreciate all the downloads and everybody that follows. I know we're kind of early in the morning, so not everybody's up, but we really do appreciate all the other ways you follow the show. And of course, we're on YouTube. This is YouTube. Of course, we're on Facebook, IG, and Twitter. Elon Musk buys Twitter. We may not be there that much longer, so hopefully we'll be there because I don't want him buying anything. And of course, we're on Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Spotify, wherever you find podcasts, you will find us, the NYMD Podcast. And we will see you guys soon. Everybody have fun at the draft and enjoy the playoffs. And
Peace out,
go
y'all.
baseball.
Peace.
Yeah, Mike Trout.